A boy once asked his father, "Daddy, how big is God?" The father then said, "It depends, kiddo." To which the son answered with curiosity, "Why do you say that?" The father then saw an airplane and asked his son what size did he think that airplane was. The child replied, "Very small, Daddy. It looks very small. I can barely see it." Then the father took him to the airport, and being close to a plane, he asked again, "Now son, how big is the plane?" And the boy replied, "That is huge. Wow, so big." The father then said, "Well, this is how God is for you. His size will depend on the distance that you have for Him. And likewise, that will affect your view of Him, your concept of Him, and your experience with Him. The closer you are to God, the bigger He will be in your life, and your concept of Him will be of a great, awesome, loving, and powerful God that He is." Bible says in 1 Samuel 17:47, "All those gathered here will know that it is not by sword or spear that the Lord saves, for the battle is the Lord's, and He will give all of you into our hands." In 2019, I had a very severe pain in my stomach. My eyes and skin suddenly turned yellow, and immediately my wife rushed me to the ER department in Lam Wah Yi Hospital. There, they took my blood samples, did some scans, and admitted me right away. Few hours later, a surgeon came to my bed and told me that he suspects there is a growth in my liver and wanted to do a scope on me. For a normal person, their liver bilirubin reading should only read about 20 plus, but mine went up all the way to 800 plus, and that was very alarming. I was trembling with fear, and all sorts of worries came pouring into my mind. What if I have liver cancer? What will happen to my family? Will I die so young? There was so much of worries in my mind. Suddenly, I lost focus on God and forgotten how big God is, and started to fix my eyes on my worries instead. Then suddenly, I heard the Holy Spirit in me whispered, "Pray, Ken." Without any hesitation, I started to pray immediately and surrender everything into God's hand. I told God this is His battle and He will fight for me. After saying that short prayer, off I go to the scoping room. To cut the long story short, the result came out the very next day, and there was nothing in my stomach or liver. It was only a slight inflammation. Praise the Lord, my bilirubin reading came down to 300 plus, and soon after that, it was back to normal. I was discharged, and after spending 3 days in the ward, and until today, the doctors were still puzzled how did my liver inflammation came down from 800 plus and back to just normal in just 3 days. All I told them was, I have a big God that loves me very much. So just how big is God? It is a difficult question to answer, but one thing I'm sure of, He is bigger than all your financial needs. He is greater than the needs of your life, greater than the problems that you confront your work, your family, your marriage, and even your health. Certainly, He is bigger than the greatest needs of your heart. God is bigger and greater than our wildest imagination. However, He is limited by only one thing: your refusal to let Him work in your life. Jesus invites you to come to Him, but never force His will upon you. It is His invitation to you to discover His true greatness and to partner with you in your life. We all know that life isn't always easy. Challenges come each day, and at times, those challenges might seem like more than you can face on your own. But that's good news. You don't have to face them alone. Just like David, you can rely on the Lord. You might be facing a giant that seems just too big, and it might be true that the giant is too big for you and for what you can do in your strength. But there's hope. You're not fighting alone. You've got God on your side, and He goes to battle for you. All throughout the Bible, we see God fighting for people. Time and time again, humanity comes up short, but thank God He didn't leave us alone. Throughout time, God has been coming to our rescue. Even when we don't deserve it, He comes and helps us in our weaknesses. So if the thing that you face today is bigger than yourself, that's okay. Often your problems will be bigger than what you can handle, but they're not bigger than our God. God has come to the rescue of His people time and time again, and He wants to help you too today. Don't give up. Don't let yourself be discouraged. God is fighting on your side. From creation to Jesus, that's the love story shown throughout the entire Bible. God keeps fighting for humanity. Remember, the closer you are to God, the greater your focus and experience of Him will be for you. How big is God for you depends on how deep your relationship is with Him. I'm Pastor Ken, and this is your 5 minutes to victory.